Hi guys. First off, I miss you so much. I hope you are doing well at home. I want to jump right in today because you guys actually have a little bit harder than KN1 this week. So I want you to first say our mantra, get in the mind of an artist. I want you to say, I am smart, I am creative, I am awesome, I am an artist. All right. Now that we're in the artist mindset, we're going to jump right in. We're going to paint this week. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, I don't have paint. That's okay because we're not going to use paint. I went ahead and sent you guys each a paintbrush of your own with two 5x7 pieces of paper like this. So you're going to do one or two pieces of art. It's up to you, but you're going to email me your favorite one. Okay. First and foremost, what are we going to use as paint, right? So, Miss O'Brien also sent you this sheet. Excuse me, the letters are backwards on this sheet because I am not used to videoing myself and I don't know how to change it. So, I'm not going to. But on this sheet, it has things like using coffee, hot sauce, mustard, ketchup, grass, dirt, cinnamon, chili powder as your paint. You're going to mix these things with water and choose one. You do not have to try all of these, okay? And a little bit goes a very long way. So let me show you. So this is my hot sauce, tiny, tiny bit. This is my mustard, teeny, teeny, tiny bit. And here's some dirt that I'm gonna mix with water. I also, not on this list because I thought of a couple other things that you could try, soy sauce. So I got this out of just one of the little packets that I already had at my house, and I'm going to start with that one. So I'm going to put some water, I have water right here, on my brush, dip it in my soy sauce, and I'm just going to see what it looks like on my page. So it's really light, right? So I'm going to have to wait for it to dry and then add additional colors on top of that, and it's getting darker, right? One thing that you guys are going to notice on mine is that they're going to start dripping down. So it's very important that we do this on a flat surface, just like we do with our watercolors. Another one I'm going to try, so I'm going to rinse off my brush. I'm going to take a paper towel, dab it off. I found one of these guys at my house that it's a tea with lemon. I put it in this bowl here and I'm going to see what it looks like as paint. So I'm going to dip my brush in water, mix, 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 mix up and see what that looks like. Ooh, I kind of like that one. That one's a little bit darker, but I'll probably have to do another layer if I want to. And finally, another one that's not on your sheet, food coloring. So I put a tiny little bit of blue food coloring in this bowl, teeny tiny bit. I'm going to dip in water and see what that looks like. So food coloring is going to be probably the closest thing that we have to paint at home, or Easter egg dye. I know that I had a friend that actually painted one time by soaking Skittles, so if you have extra Halloween candy that you want to try, do it. I'm going to get this closer to the camera so you can see the colors a little better. So remember this one that I did first? That guy was soy sauce. This one here was my tea. This one here was my blue food coloring. Okay. Now I'm going to get started on my painting. That was a super quick overview, but mainly what I want you guys to think about is when you get this sheet in your packet this week is trying a couple different things and seeing which one you really, really like. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw yourself a still life. So this is going to be hard to see because we draw light till we get it right. Okay? But that's the first thing you're going to do is draw a still life. And remember, a still life is not in nature. It's taken from nature. It can be a bowl of fruit. It can be flowers. It can be just bottles or cups standing up. The main thing from a still life to remember is you don't see land, because if you do, then it's a landscape. And it doesn't move, it doesn't talk, it doesn't walk, okay? So from here, you're going to start your painting. And I think I'm going to use that tea. And you're going to pick just one of these materials because we're making a monochromatic piece of artwork. So we're learning two things right now. We're learning that what a still life is. You don't see land. It doesn't move. It doesn't talk. Stay still. And we're learning what monochromatic means. So the word mono means one, chromo means color. So monochromatic means we're using one color. And since we're only using one of these supplies, that means it's going to be monochromatic because they're only one color. So I'm just going to try to get this going a little bit. And I'm only going to start doing it just a tiny, tiny bit, and then I'm going to finish it on my own. But what I want you to remember is the lighter the color, the harder it's going to be, right? So this is pretty light right now. So I have to wait for it to dry a little bit and then layer on top. If I want the color to be even lighter, I'm going to add more water. If I want it to be darker, I'm going to add more of my tea. I'm going to finish this one up, and I'm going to chill up some examples for you guys to look at. You'll have 4 examples total. One used old coffee grounds, one used cinnamon, and one used hot sauce, and I'm going to do this one with the tea pack. All right. Have a great week, guys. Have fun with this. Explore, be creative. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into examples. This first sheet is just a close-up of the example sheet that I sent you and the ones that I tried. Remember, you do not have to try all of them. This first one was coffee grounds. It was a little difficult, but not too bad. I mainly had to scoop up pieces of old coffee grounds to put onto my paper to add a little bit of texture to make it darker. The next one was hot sauce. This one I had to do a lot of dabbing to make darker. It was hard to kind of layer it up, so I just scooped it up, dabbed it on top. This next one was cinnamon. This one was terrible. So this is why we try ones before we do it. Otherwise, I would not have done a full painting with cinnamon. It was just very difficult to work with. Finally, this is our tea. A Kool-Aid pack would work well here as well. This was my favorite, most like watercolor, easiest to use. Please, please, please email me your final project at the end of the week for grading, and I hope to see you all soon. Have a great weekend.